All right, we're back, folks. We're back for round 2 on this here Monday, July 13th, year of our Lord. What the hell is the year of our Lord? 2026. Where the hell are my glasses at? Oh, here they are. Can't be a pilot without glasses. Shit. Yeah. All right, so I was gonna fly the Dash 8, but we did that already last week. So we're gonna fly a Citation X in X-Plane. Let me get X-Plane showing up here. 1 second here. Nope, wrong one. There we go. Now it should show. There we go. There's our beautiful Cessna Citation X. We're going to fly this from Santa Fe to Las Vegas. It is a real flight because you know I'm a big nerd when it comes to this kind of stuff. That's why we say real routes, no bullshit. Here's the route right here. Santa Fe Regional, Harry Reid. Flew today. And just so we can nerd out even more, here's the tail number. Here's the tail number just so we can nerd out some more. Yes, sir. So we're gonna fly the shit out of this airplane today. We're gonna jump in, get this old bird started, get it juiced up, get it fired up, get up in the air, try to get one of them soft buttery touchdowns. Yes, sir. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. Just do it. I won't tell anybody. I won't tell a soul. It'll be just our little secret. Be our secret. You just hit like, subscribe, become a member, super chat, super thanks. Throw some donations our way. The best kind of nation is a donation. I've said that many times before. Don't be scared. It's okay. I accept all forms of payment. Yes, I do. All right. So we're going to go. I don't think we're going to use Say Intentions this time. I like using the ATC from the game when I can. So let's go ahead. First thing I want to do, let's unpause it. Okay. And let's just get the flight set up here. Okay. So the identifier is going to be N733FL Cessna Citation X. We don't have an airline. That's okay. Flight plan. Oh, hang on. No airline. Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. All right, and we have KLAS. I believe KFIP is our alternate. Yeah, KIFP. Some fields. Oh, I guess I do need to put in the flight number. Okay. Do they have All right, fuck it. We'll just call it aerodynamics Inc. And we'll just do 733. All right, flight plan. All right, now we can enter KIFP. 43,000 feet is what we're probably going to be going up to. And then our route ski is right here. So we have ZIASE5. Yep. HAHAA. And then Rockstar. Oh, I can't file it yet. All right, let's get the APU and all that shit turned on. First thing we got to do when we get into the airplane, let's push the hydraulic button. Let's put this on. Let's go outside and make sure everything works. Oh, this should have worked. Oh, wait, the rudder's working. All right, rudder is working. What about the ailerons or any of that kind of stuff? Well, according to the owner's manual, that should have done it. All right, whatever. let's turn that pump off. Get the batteries turned on. And let's get the APU turned on. Gear master on. Okay, APU is starting. Okay, lead air on. Let's get some air going into the get avionics on and ECAS. And then over here, let's get, all right, so the APU is good. Starting pressure is good. Excellent. Let's get our flight plan plugged in here. Oh, that's interesting. What's our position here? Here, let's go back and look at airport. Let's look at let's see, this is probably correct. Let me open the airport on Navigraph. We're going to use this one here from GPS 1. There we go. All right, we had KLAS. Departure, we have runway 15. And then we have GUP. Activate. Then after GUP, we have HAHAA. All right, let's get HAHAA put in there. Yo, what's up, Ivan? No, I don't think it is actually. I think it looks a little more realistic on the inside, but like, operational wise, it seems identical, really. I haven't really seen a difference between the Flight Effects one and I think it's Flight Effects on Microsoft. Yeah, I would say that they're pretty comparable. I think the one on Microsoft is a little more study level than this one, if I remember right. I'll have to take another look at it, but yeah, this is a very good one for free though. You can even do this one on your a tablet or an iPad, which is really dope. Oh, I bet you that. I bet you this will be part of our arrival. Shit. All right, we have departure, performance, to landing. We have runway, flight plan, departure. All right, let's, where is takeoff, performance plan? That all looks okay. We have to put our fuel in and the cruising altitude and all that still. I want to get our... Oh, here we go. Arrival. What, bitch? Why won't it let me do it? That's not good. Alright. Well, we can always get it plugged in later. Alright, runway 26 left is where we're landing at. I tell you what we're going to do, actually. Let's do this. We'll look at it together. Let me pause the game real quick. We'll look at this together. Alright, aircraft. Let's see here. Cessna manual. Let's look at the FMS manual real quick. Alright, programming departure. Here you go. Programming arrival number 15. That's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15. There's no departure key. What the fuck are they talking about? There's no departure key here, buddy. What? All right, let's look at the next manual. Flight plan, origin, programming, committing, inputting, waypoints, performance, saving, closing, speed constraints, inserting a waypoint, resetting, let's see here, programming, all right, flight plan, okay, programming the departure, we got that. Standard, okay, we got that. None of the departure, okay, that's fine. Choose the runway, all right, we did all that. We can activate it using the waypoints. Activate, okay. Message, flight plan. Click flight plan. Okay, we did all that. Input, okay, we did all that. We did all that. I want to save it. Closing the flight plan, performance page, nav index. Click the arrival page. Yeah, see, we should be able. That's what I'm thinking. I knew I was doing the right thing. Let me close this out. All right, if it's not going to work, it's not going to work. We'll just do HAHAA, and then we'll just type in Preno after this for our flight plan. Actually, you know what I could do? Actually, I could just type it all in manually. Let me get the... I'll just look it up on here. Let me see what Rockstar's. So we have HAHAA and then PD, so let's put that in. HAHAA, and then sticks STYYX. All right, now I wonder if it'll work now. Let's go to nav and let's go to arrival. There we go. All right, runway, we have 26 left, I believe. I don't know why we're setting the runway first. That's not what you would do in real life, but whatever. All right, ILSZ, and we have Preno, and we have Rockstar, and HAHAA. All right, activate. Now let's make sure we don't have any duplicates. All right, excellent. That's good. Now, you know what I didn't do? Hang on, we need to go. We need to change a couple of things. All right, weight and fuel balance. So we should have about 5,000 for our fuel, about 5,000 pounds. All right, that's close enough. Takeoff weight is about 29,000. So we're right there. Okay, very good. So let's click on this. Apply the changes. All right, now let's finish setting this up here. Let's go to performance. All right, that looks okay. It's a little fast, I think, but we can always change it. Well, hello again, Darren. How are you? Tail number we can't change. Our initial cruise altitude is 43,000 feet. ISA deviation is +4. What? We really can't do that? Oh, maybe because it's not in green. All right, fuck it. We can't do it. We can't do it. All right, fuel gauge 5,006. Firm initialization. Takeoff. Okay, runway. Okay, that looks okay. It's dry. No slope. Flaps 5. We'll do flaps 15 since it's a shorter runway. All right, initialize takeoff. All right, so we should be good now for takeoff. I think we did everything. Performance, we did that. Performance data. I don't have V speeds yet. Let me see here. Do we have V speeds here? Takeoff speeds. Yeah, this is one thing we really can't change here. Microsoft, you can change all that stuff. All right, it is what it is. Oh, there's our V speeds. Yeah, I don't know why, and they're right here as well. I don't know why we can't change them on here, but that's, I guess, being a free aircraft, you can only do so much. All right, let's file our flight plan now. Shit, I gotta do all this again. Damn it. Damn it, Bobby. All right, let's see here. So we have K, LAS, KIFP. Then we have, I'm just gonna put in Gook and HAHAA. I'll put in the departure too. Let's see if it'll take it. HAHAA and then Rockstar. All right, let's see if they'll accept this. No controller on this frequency. What? All right, Santa Fe ground. All right, here we go.
Santa Fe ground. Aerodynamics 733. Cessna 750 Citation 10. Request IFR clearance to Harry Reid International.
Golly, you can't hear shit. Did I really turn down their sound that much? Guess I did. All right, let's turn it up a little bit.
Science 5 Golf Uniform Papa 2 flight level
That's a little better.
430 squawk 2400 altimeter 3036.
Here IFR to Harry Reid International route as filed. Climb via Zeiss 5 Golf Uniform up to flight level 430 squawk 2400 altimeter 3036. Aerodynamics 733.
Aerodynamics 733. Read that correct.
All right, there's our squawk. All right, let's get clearance to push back. Nose left.
Santa Fe ground. Aerodynamics 733. Request pushback to the left.
Aerodynamics 733. Stand by. Pushback tractor is on the way.
I hate the way that sounds, that clicking. All right, let's get some lights on. So emergency lights. All right, they're armed. Passenger oxygen. Okay, that looks okay. I don't think this screen works. Oh, it might actually. Seatbelt lights on. Nav lights on. Altitude for the cabin looks okay. What's our pressures? We have 30, 25. If they don't come by, I don't really care. I don't really care about backing up. But I do want to get clearance to start our engines. So we have 30, 25. All right, and let's push FMS here.
Santa Fe ground.
That's fine. Now let's
Aerodynamics
see if we can get clearance to start our
733.
engines.
Cancel pushback request.
Aerodynamics 733. Pushback cancel.
Oh, all right, well, let's try it again.
Santa Fe ground. Aerodynamics 733. Request
No, no,
pushback
come
to
back,
the
come
left.
back! Shit.
Aerodynamics 733. Stand by. Pushback tractor is on the way.
I know I have better pushback, but I wanna try to use their ATC system. Uh-oh, my boy's pulling around. He's coming back for a U-turn. Come on, champ. You can do it. You can do it. Hey, what's up, Skelbait? Oh, yeah, you're welcome, man. It's all good. I'm usually a pretty nice guy, so, you know, I'm pretty genuine with what I say. Like, I'm not the kind of two-faced like some people are. Come back, come back! I need your tug. No, bitch! No! I just want to start the engines. All right, are you coming back? I'm getting ready to cancel it and just start the engines and just take off. It seems like you want to come here, buddy. You're not going to get in trouble, I promise. I won't say anything. That was one time. It slipped. It slipped. Yeah, boy. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on, buddy. You can do it. You can do it. Let's make sure we have enough pressure to actually start the engines. Yep, we got enough pressure there. Sweet.
Pushback. Release parking brake.
Hey, that's dope. All right, cool. Parking brake is released. Push us right into the grass. There you go. There you go. Right into the grass, buddy. Good job, X-Plane. Good job, X-Plane. Way to go, buddy. Ooh, what kind of airplane is that? That looks like a Bay 146. That could be a Bay. We have them in the game. I bought it for the simulator. You can back us all the way up to the runway. That's pretty cool. It says Larimer Research on it. All right, let's get the altitude set for our cruising altitude. Let's just set it for 43,000 now. All right, are we almost done, buddy?
Disconnect. Pushback completed. Set parking brake.
All right, parking brake is on. All right, let's get the engines turned on. So let's put our fuel pumps on. Well, we'll do that one first. So left ignition on. Looks like they're already up at the right level already. Put generator on, reset, and then generator on. All right, starting pressure, we have enough pressure, that's good. Let's get this one on, we can turn that down to normal now. Hydraulics are coming alive. Generator on. All right, let's get set for takeoff. Get this on here. And we should be able to turn the APU off now. All right, it says no takeoff, which is okay. Fuel boost, let's turn the fuel boost off. Put them on normal. Let's get our flaps down to 15, and then make sure our stabilizer is okay for takeoff. Oh, is that going the wrong way? That's down, and that's... Okay, I gotta change something real quick. Give me a second. Joystick. Let's see here. Trim. Reverse axis. Alright, now that should work properly. There we go. Make sure that our electric is good. All right, excellent. Let's turn off the APU. All right, we'll turn it off once it pulls off all the way. Your recognition lights. Anti-skid is normal. Taxi lights. All right, let's get the clearance for taxi.
Santa Fe ground. Aerodynamics 733. Request taxi from South GA parking for departure.
Aerodynamics 733. Information line current. Runway 20. Taxi via Charlie and Alpha. Hold short of runway 20.
Information line. Runway 20. Taxi via Charlie and Alpha. Hold short. Runway 20. Aerodynamics 733.
Brake should be off now. Yep, should be off. All right, let's go. Figured I'd be doing a little X-plane tonight since I'll be putting away my yoke here after this flight. I might start setting it up during the week. That's something I still haven't really thought about committing to yet. I always make it seem like it's a lot of work. Like in my head, I think it's like, what kind of airplane is that? That's not a B-146. That's a weird looking plane. Like in my head, I'm like, oh, it's so much work to set it up, but it's really not. I just get lazy after work. I get lazy and just want to use my controller, my Xbox controller, and it's really hard to use an Xbox controller for X-plane, at least for me. I have such a hard time with it. All right, let's arm the thrust reversers. I kind of want to take off like in the morning, kind of. Comes in Denim, what's up, my friend? Man, I tell you what, I have not been paying attention to Phil since he got rid of the Raw Phil channels. I just do not want. I don't want to go into his chat. I don't like his chat. I miss Raw Phil. I do. Somebody needs to set up another channel. I really miss that Raw Phil channel. It is definitely not the same, man. He's such a bitch. There's no way he's gonna allow people to dog him on Raw Phil. I mean, on his channel on Kick. There's no way we're gonna be able to get away with saying the stuff we were saying before. Yeah, he ruined a good thing. What's gonna happen is, I really believe that people are just gonna lose interest in him now. Like, I am not interested in going to his chat and chatting. It's not the same. Like, I just don't give a fuck anymore. And he's gonna lose, and he's gonna wind up going completely backwards this year. And he's probably gonna wind up doing for real. He's probably gonna do another bankruptcy. Now he's buying Magic the Gathering cards. The dude is off the charts, man. Yeah, fuck Phil. No way he's gonna allow people to just dog him. Yeah, that Bucketeer, yeah, he did. Bucketeer fucked up everything. I think it was kind of on the ropes. What? Why did AI delete that? The only thing I have banned on Kick is like the N-word. Other than that, I don't really care what people say. I don't know why it got banned. But yeah, I don't get it, man. I know why he's doing it. It's just a stupid reason. Like, there was a good... It was a symbiotic relationship. And he thinks he really thinks people were going to Raw Phil and watching it, thinking it was really his channel. Nobody that was on Raw Phil got it confused. Everybody on that channel knew exactly what we were watching. He really thinks that's the reason why he hasn't had a lot of viewers. What a dope. I can't wait till he has to get a regular job. That's definitely coming. Alright, so the only thing left we have to do is just turn pitot heat on. Once we get up in the air, we'll click on flight level control, and then there's no auto throttle in this airplane. It's all... And I do have both set up tonight. I have 1 and 2 set, so... Yep. Bill fucked up everything. He's such a bitch. He really is. He's kind of interesting to listen to, like, his take on things, because of how retarded he is, but, like, he just don't get it. And he never will. That's why he's still begging every stream to make, you know, figure if he makes $300 a day, right? Well, taxes, that's 30%. YouTube gets another 30%, so he's making, what, $80 a day? I don't know how the fuck he thinks he's successful. How the fuck can you live on $80 a day or $100 a day? That is crazy. So essentially he's making $2 grand a month after taxes. I guarantee you his debt and his mortgage on that apartment he has is more than that.
Aerodynamics 733. Santa Fe Tower. Hold short of runway 20. Report ready.
Hold short, runway 20, will go. Aerodynamics 733.
This is not the runway I wanted. Hopefully they'll take us up to runway 15.
Santa Fe Tower, aerodynamics 733. Ready for departure.
Aerodynamics 733. Runway 20. Wind 150 degrees, 4 knots. Cleared for takeoff.
Runway 20, cleared for
Oh yeah, I
takeoff.
forgot about Rumble.
Aerodynamics
You know, I could go to Rumble, I
733.
guess, and watch it, but I don't know. Rumble's not the same. I don't know. It's a weird app. All right, pitot heat's on. And are we really taking off on runway 20? We sure are. Hang on, I gotta fix this real quick. Man. All right, runway 20. Still doing Zaye 5 and GUP and activate. Man, Wendell, you sound like me, dude. I'm like 5'5", and I was 320. You got me beat if you're at 800. All right, we'll put standby power on for now. Oh, we can turn the APU off. I feel your pain, brother. I was 320. I really doubt you're 805 feet tall, by the way. But it's okay, dude. I hear you. I was 5'5" and like 320. I've lost like 60 pounds. No pizza. No pasta. Just a lot of meat, eggs, fish, vegetables. And like carb-friendly kind of stuff. Carb-friendly. Nobody gives a fuck what I eat. Why am I telling you guys this? You guys don't give a fuck what I eat. Let's get ready for takeoff, man. Fuck you talking about weight. Let's get ready for blast off. This is a good airplane for free. All right. Let me see here. I just want to see if I can get rid of some of the shit on here real quick. Yeah, let's get rid of VORs. We'll turn off airports for now. We'll do terrain for now. You know, we'll leave airports on. All right, let's all right, let's go. So we can take off? Oh yeah, we can take off. Let's go. Hold on to your butts, bitch. Take off power set. Oh, it's blocked off the... Hang on. I'm looking at chat. Can't look at chat. Airspeed alive. I tell you, one thing with X-Plane that has been kind of weird lately is... Hang on a second. On the ground, it's been really slippery. That is weird. All right, let's put the landing gear up. All right, climb power is set. After we make this turn, we'll engage the autopilot. Full thrust. That's right. It's been like glass on the ground lately, man. The last couple of planes I've flown. All right, let's go flaps up 1. Put the yaw dampener on. Let's go flight level control. Autopilot on.
733. Swab 2400.
Swap 2400. Aerodynamics 733.
Aerodynamics 733. Contact Albuquerque Center 118.65.
Contact Albuquerque Center 118.65. Aerodynamics 733. Albuquerque Center. Aerodynamics.
Yo, we are climbing at 4,700 feet per minute. No way, dude.
Uniform altitude 10,100. Climbing flight level 430.
All right, let's change this to 250 knots.
Altimeter 3034. Aerodynamics 733.
We'll put our flaps up here in a moment. All right, flaps up. Turn our, we can deactivate the thrust reversers, taxi lights, landing lights. We can probably put weather on now that we're above 10,000 feet. If it works, I don't know if it works or not. Weather's on. Inches. Put that in inches. Okay, we're in climb mode. That all looks good. All right, traffic. All right, what did you write there? Some of it's like blocked out. Oh, it just says raw. I don't know, man. That is so weird that that's so weird that sometimes it just has like a weird symbol, and then like I click on it and it's like something completely something completely different. All right, I think we're good. Climbing up to shit. We're at 19,000 feet already. All right, let's go. Standard pressure. And then I believe climbing speed is $270. So let's get 270 set. We'll move that back to 0.78 if we need to, once we start getting a little higher in the air. Let me change the station, I guess. This one is Evil Dark Sound Mix from White Bat Audio. We'll check out some more X after we get up in the air for a while. Once we get to cruising altitude, we'll go back on and see what else is new tonight on X. Yeah. If you guys on YouTube are not familiar with what we were just talking about a moment ago with Phil, but there's a guy called Dark Side Phil. He's been streaming for like 18 years or something like that. And he's fucking terrible. He's got an audience that follows him and just gives him money. I don't understand how these people give him money the way they do. Yes, most of them are in wheelchairs, but why is the navigation just doing such sharp? Like, that is so weird. Yeah, why are we turning like this? Boy, you don't have that on Microsoft. Microsoft Flight Simulator, the Citation X does a way better job on that. All right, let me see here. Can I? We're good at this speed here. But yeah, his name is Dark Side Phil. He's a streamer. He's a real asshole. He just, it's hard to explain. You'd have to watch him to get it. But he just sits there and begs for money all day. Just begs and begs and begs and begs. He's horrible at every game he plays. He even died in the game the other day where you're not even supposed to die. Like, I don't even think there is a way to die. He found a way to do it. But yeah, he's one of the worst gamers ever. He hates his job, and he's so entitled. But there was a couple of channels that were just restreaming his stuff. And there was like thousands of us that were just sitting there chatting. Not on his channel, but on this other channel called Raw Phil. And he wound up shutting it down because he thinks that people were going to that channel looking for him. Nobody went to Raw Phil looking for Darkside Phil. We all knew exactly what we were getting into. And he ruined it. And I really think because he did that, I really think that, like, I'm not interested in watching this shit anymore. The only reason I watched this is because I was having fun in the chat. So I might go to Rumble. Maybe I don't really want to go to Twitch. I'm not a Twitch kind of. It's okay. But yeah, maybe I'll go to what's it called and check it out. But yeah, man, maybe I'll start going to bed earlier now that I won't be up chatting all night on Raw Phil's chat. And then I tried watching Kino Casino. I used to like them a lot. But I'm just so bored with the whole Jeremy stuff that they're doing. And to be honest, like, I think I would watch them more if Andy wasn't a co-host. Andy, maybe he's good behind the scenes. All right, we'll start climbing at 2,200 feet per minute. That's good. I mean, maybe he's good behind the scenes, but he is not a good co-host. He really isn't. He just laughs all the time, and it's so fucking annoying. Yeah, like I used to like Kino Casino a lot. I mean, I like the big dude, PPP. What I don't know what his real name is, I know his show name is PPP. I think he's good. He's got a good personality. He's interesting. I like the bell. I like his voices. You know. Yeah, I think they are more cringy than Phil in a lot of ways. Yeah, I just can't stand Andy. I have tried my best to just suffer through it, but I just suffer, bitch. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Which is a really shame because I really enjoyed their content for a couple of months, I guess. Back when they were really covering DSP and Anissa and her cuck husband, whatever his name is. But ever since they went to battle with Jeremy, I just kind of lost interest. Granted, Jeremy did the wrong thing by banning their channels, but how he has that much pull on YouTube, I have no idea. All right, let me pull the speed back a little bit. So we can increase our angle of attack. Now we should see, yeah, see now our VS is shot way up. Doing pretty good. Yeah, which is a shame because, I mean, it's like two of my favorite things I can't really watch anymore. I'll give Phil a try maybe on his Kick Chat and see if I did get unbanned on his Kick Chat. So maybe if he's really serious about us being able to say whatever we want on his channel, I'll go back and give it a try. But I know I'm going to get banned for something, either talking about Ozempic or I'm going to get banned at some point again. I've already been unbanned like 4 times, like 4 times from his chat. So I'm still banned on YouTube. That's true. Yeah. I would like to get unbanned from YouTube so I can troll them there, but every time I write a message, it just goes into some abyss, some circular trash can on the internet. I just can never find what I write. It just goes away. Supposedly this flight's not a very long flight. That's why I chose it. I'm not really trying to fly late tonight because I got to work tomorrow. Unless I hit the Mega Millions tonight. If I hit the Mega Millions, the Powerball, then work can suck it tomorrow. That's my retirement fund, trying to hit the Powerball. Yeah, for a free airplane, this is pretty nice. I'm glad it's free because it's not really worth buying, I don't think. Like, the sounds are not that good with the engines. Definitely less wind noise. But it's got the wrong flight management system in here. Even the booklets that come with it, it shows a different system. Like, I was looking... Here, we can actually get rid of all these. Hang on. Like, if we come here and we go to aircraft. Alright. If I go to files, like if I click on the citation manual, it had a different flight management system. Where'd it go? Oh, wait a minute, this one's showing the right one. Oh, it's the other booklet that has the wrong one, this one here. Oh, because that's the regular X-plane one. All right, let's put Las Vegas in here so we have it ready. There we are. Now, I think this is our route. I did build one in the tablet, and I don't know if that's the one that we're looking at or not, but maybe this really is a 2-hour flight. I really hope it's not. We're going to be dragging this airplane across the map if it's 2 hours. All right, so we're a little fast right now. Mach 0.8. Should be at Mach 0.78, and then cruising. Now it doesn't really have a. Oh, here we go. 0.85. Distance to go, roughly 15 miles. Okay, for pressure. Okay, for pressure. Gas is off over here, but that's okay. We have it on. We have it on elsewhere. All right, let's turn off profile. Reduce our speed a little bit more. So we can finish our climb. And that's about it. I mean, as far as like, once we hit 43,000 feet, then we just got to move the thrusters into cruise mode, and we can just sit there and we'll veg out on X for a few minutes until I get tired of cruising, and then we'll just drag the airplane on the map where we want it to be. Because that's a beautiful thing you can do in this game. You can just drag the airplane across the map. Can't do that in Microsoft. I've never been able to get that system to work properly. Where you like advance your flight or you know, drag it across the map or switch to a new section. I've never been able to get that to work right. We're almost at 43,000. Mach trim. Turn bank on as well, so we're not making those huge ass. Exhaust looks good. All right, we are at altitude. Let's bring our thrusters back to cruise. And I want to do, here, engine sync is on. off our engines. Pull them back a little bit. Cruising at Mach. All right, let's pull back a little bit more. All right, that seems to be okay right now. We're no, we're still gaining speed. Shit. Let me turn sync off. Still, I think we're balancing out now. 856, 855, 54. All right, let's put them just barely touching the blue little triangle things there. Okay, that seems to be holding okay. Now, as far as like top of descent and all that, let me see how far away we are. Yeah, we don't have that far to go. Bottom of descent altitude? No way, not 20,000 feet. Let me pull up tablet. Let me get our charts for landing. Since we're not using say intentions, we can pretty much just choose the ones we already have here. So we have arrival. We'll do that one for the airport. Then we have arrival. We have Rockstar 4 10 2J. Here's our arrival. Then for the approach, (11.2). Right, so our bottom altitude is 8,000. That's what I thought. So let's set Galen. Yeah, let's set 8,000 feet. Let's see, can we just type in 8,000? It's not. Let me go to the flight plan and see if I can change it there.
Aerodynamics 733, fly direct off. Maintain flight level 430.
Direct HAHAA. Maintain flight level 430. Aerodynamics 733.
Okay, Rockstar, Galen, Reno. Alright, it looks like it has everything in there properly. Okay, that's fine. Climb, descent, performance data. I wonder if it has top of descent. Oh, you know where it'll show it? Hang on. Let's look at our flight plan here. Alright, so after Queen and before Styx is where we're going to start descending. So after Queen. How far away is that? Flight plan. We still have HAHAA. And then we still have 50 some miles to Queen. Alright, so we got a little while left. What's our speed? Holy shit. Fuck it, we'll just go faster. That's fine, we'll just leave it there. Alright, that's all set. Let me pull up some X. Because America is a really fucked up place right now, and X shows a lot of the fucked upness. The fucked upness. Alright, let's do a little quick refresh. Yeah, King Ferg's, yeah. He did do the unbanning. Yeah, but that was, yeah, they unbanned, like, I don't know, a lot of people, because there's like 170 people watching him earlier today, which is crazy. for 170 to watch him on kick. All right, Michigan Democratic supports universal health care that would cover every American, has a wife, psychiatrist who does not accept Medicare or others. That's funny. That's funny. Eggs, larvae, powerhouses, whatever that means. Ugandan Mayor Mandami is being ripped after a rising surge in fire bombings and attacks on churches across New York City. At least 4 churches in... Well, yeah, because... Yeah. I wonder why. Wow. The only way we're going to overthrow the constitutional republic of the United States. Wow. Biden-Harris terrorism be trafficked between 12 to 15. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, they had a lot of people coming illegally. There was one I liked. It was, President Trump's reportedly going to announce both of the Georgia Democratic... Well, they were. They did win illegally. Where was the one I put up here recently? Was it under profile? Yeah, this one here. This Democratic senator from Michigan announced that if they pass the Save the America Act, which they should pass it, I mean, you need a driver's license for everything, except the vote. Only reason why they don't want licenses to vote, it's not because black people are too dumb to get a license. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. And it's the most racist thing I've ever heard. If they want to say, oh, you're racist, that's fucking racist to say black people are too stupid to get a driver's license. No, the reason why they want to do it is because they want to cheat. And she said it out loud, that if they pass the Save the America Act, it would be hard for any Democrat in any state to win any election. That is very true. Wow. Well, at least he's conforming to Canada. It's always nice for the guy to announce he's going to rape you, like, before you, especially while you're locked in his vehicle. What the fuck are you telling your customer that if we were in Pakistan, you would rape her? I mean, that's what you want to hear from your taxi driver. Oh, yeah. Well, the mosques are being built. I mean, there's hundreds of them being built in Texas, all across Texas. They're taking over rural America. That is true. They've already taken over Michigan. They're trying to take it over in Texas. Yep. And they're doing it in areas that are typically red. Wow, 30 mosques across the state. That is crazy. During COVID, government, pharmacies. Yep, that is true. Yeah, they had no problem with ivermectin until Trump said something about it. Then Trump says something about it, and all of a sudden it's horse dewormer and you can't use it. Meanwhile, ivermectin, Jesus, we're going fast. Let me slow down just a little bit. Meanwhile, menbendazole, and ivermectin have been killing cancer, crushing it, proving that cancer is probably a parasite. Because if those medications are killing off the cancer, it means it's a parasite. But yeah, nobody ever had a problem. Now, on top of all that, when you come over from other countries into America, when you come over legally, and they give you the kit with medicines and shit, they give you ivermectin. They give you 2 doses of ivermectin. Plus, a big reason why they didn't catch it in Africa is because Africans take ivermectin twice a year. And ivermectin was killing it. The reason why they wanted to ban it, it wasn't because Trump said something about it. It's because if people were taking ivermectin, the pharmaceutical companies could not push the ouchie on people, the butt shot, which I will never take. I saw so many stories and shit. What's in that? Man, I would not put that junk in my stuff. They got all kinds of nanotechnology and all kinds of shit in there. Remember, for like 2 or 3 years, how many people were just dropping dead playing soccer and football? These guys are on tip-top shape, and then as soon as they get the shot, they start dropping dead. Wow. Pakistani-born Zul Muhammad ran for mayor of Carrollton, Texas. He openly declares, "I do not support the U.S. military. I do not support the United States." Yeah. Yeah, you cannot be an immigrant and run for office. I don't give a fuck. I don't even think you should be born into America and run for office. Like, if your parents came over illegally, and you were born in America, you should not be able to run for office either. That's crazy. Wow. Execute him, man. Jesus. He's got to go bye-bye. This black man assaulted a gas station employee, then during his arrest claimed he was being choked and wanted a bystander to... I'm trying to get that payday. An anti-ICE walkout in school? Are you fucking kidding me? What are you teaching these kids, that it's okay to just break the law? If you're here legally, get the fuck out and come in the right way. That's crazy, man. Yeah, that's what you get for. I'm so glad my kids are out of school. I am upset that I have kids in a way because they're growing up in this kind of world. This is what UNRWA calls education in Gaza. Wow. No math, no reading, no learning. It's just full Hamas uniform. I don't know. That could be AI. I don't know if I believe that. Some of these videos I don't really know if I believe. I think some of it's AI. Alright, are we still like... Is our speed still really increasing? No, it's going down a little bit. Alright, let me move the engines up a little bit then. Alright, that works. Sub-Saharan man has raped a 4-year-old girl. Oh my god. And they only gave him 18 months in prison. What in the fuck? If that was a white dude, they would have thrown him in jail forever. Or a black dude, they would have thrown him in jail forever. But because he's not touchable now, golly, he only got 18 months in prison. How do you rape a 4-year-old? I mean, what in the actual fuck? How sick are you? Golly. That is disgusting. Absolutely. Trump posted it. They're all poison. But what about the one you were hailing for years, saying it worked and it was safe and effective? Come on, Trump. Trump's too old to be in office. Wait, is Tina Peters out of? Is she out of jail? Former political. Oh, she's out of jail. Oh, that's great. That's wonderful. If you guys don't know about Tina Peters, she was she worked in some high capacity in the elections, and she exposed Colorado's cheating in 2020, and because she exposed it, the Secretary of State put her all kinds of charges and had her in jail. And she's a what's that mom? What are the moms and the parents where the kids die from battle, Gold Star or something like that? I was so upset. I'm so glad she's out. I bet you she was really hot like 30 years ago. She probably has a pretty good body now, being that she's been in prison. You know, all you gotta do is just eat bread and get swole. That's what CJ did. Good old CJ in Grand Theft Auto. Just go to the gym, eat some bread and get swole. But yeah, good for Tina Peters. There she's out. Yeah. That's true. I used to have so much data on the election being stolen. I don't know if I still have it or not. Oh yeah. Wow, look at that. No fucking way. Well, it's Illinois. They cheat like Illinois. I talk to a lot of people in Illinois. Almost everybody I talk to hates Illinois. Oh, here we go. Tina Peters, Mesa County, Colorado, became prominent after copying data from Dominion Voting. She copied the data because she knew that they were going to erase it. And she wanted to copy before they erased it because they were trying to cover up their tracks. Wow, wow, wow. That's not true. So my pillow is still around? I thought he had to get rid of that company. I thought the company went bankrupt because of him being sued. Just like they took Alex Jones's channel away. This is not true what she did. That's not true. She didn't do all that. Why is she pleading guilty? Oh, she lied under oath? Oh, okay. She was a really good lawyer for a while, but she went too hard, too quick without a lot of facts. And they want the vote, their use. I don't know about that. Now she's saying he interfered? Oh, come on, guys. Well, anyways, that's what's going on there. Now, FS Elite, there's some cool shit coming out. Let's take a quick look at FS Elite and then we'll go back to the simulator. Yeah, this A220 that's coming out here pretty soon. I am so stoked for this airplane here. Yeah, this one here, Inabuilds and Synaptic. I'm not too familiar with Synaptic.
RKSDR 41, 9 left, 4, visual approach, runway 1, 9 left, aerodynamics 7,
1 9 left. That's not where we're supposed to be landing. Shit, I gotta find a new runway. You know what, let me... No, 26 left is being used right now. Let's request a different runway. Well, you know, I'll just cancel it if we have to. We're not landing on runway 19 left. I'm going by what they say in here right now. Navigraph still has 26 left as an arrival. So I'm sure that's what ATIS would say too. All right. Okay, we're just getting ready to pass HAHAA, and then after Queen, we're going to descend. So we have maybe 70, maybe 80 miles until we start descending. Oh, no, actually, we're going to descend here pretty soon. All right, let's just take a look at... By the way, Flight Sim Labs, this airplane is okay, but I think they put a lot of spyware on your computer if you download it. I used to have Flight Sim Labs, and man, my computer used to act kind of funny. Like sometimes the mouse would just work on its own. Very strange, I don't know. Oh, they're going live. We'll have to check this. Oh, 7 o'clock UTC. So I'm 5 hours, so that's going to be 2 o'clock. Yeah, I'll have to catch it afterwards on their Twitch channel. Man, I cannot wait for this airplane. This 220, this thing looks so fucking dope. I'm not too familiar with anything else they made, though. There's no way a 220 has those screens. I'm sorry. You know what? If these are the screens that are going to be in it, I am not buying it. I really doubt that the A220 had those kind of screens. I'm about to do some research because I do not believe that those are the right screens there. All right, let's get rid of display. Oh, let me get rid of that banner too, since we're not used to saying intentions. All right, what did this just say? All right, well, you know what? We'll descend when we're ready, buddy. We're going to follow the flight plan. So we're going to plug in 34,000 feet. We can use this if you want. You can use this dial, but I already I have it programmed on my hat. My hat switches here. Let's put in 34,000.
Aerodynamics 733, descend and maintain flight level 330.
Descend and maintain flight level 330. Aerodynamics
All right.
733.
Click on VNAV. I want to see if VNAV works. So we're going to wait for VNAV. I'm probably going to turn off the ATC here in a moment. Yeah, you know what? Let me turn it off now. Let's just cancel IFR.
I'll be booking 7. Aerodynamics 733. Cancel IFR.
Aerodynamics 733, IFR,
All right, squawk 1200. All right, let's close that out and just put 1200 in. Oh, they put it in already. I don't like that. Come on. Let us do it. Let us do it. All right, minimums for this landing. $200. Oh, the minimums button doesn't work. Does it? I don't think it does. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, top and descent's coming into play here. See if it shows up on our... Yep, there we go. BTA to flight level 20. Here's our little triangle. We're going to pull the throttles back here in a moment and desync the engines as soon as we start descending. Once this triangle starts to move, there we go. Alright, desync. And let's pull back our engines. It says V path, that's good. Why are we not descending? Alright, let's see here. So we have performance, landing. Let's make sure landing is okay. That looks okay. Threshold wind. Performance. That's not what I was looking for. Oh well. Get down to 20,000 feet. Boy, this is a really good looking game sometimes. I just wish the ground was closer to Microsoft, where it was like kind of what you actually see on the ground. Instead of it just being like cut and paste. cut and paste, cut and paste, cut and paste, kind of like what to do. See if we can have a little better landing than we had in on Microsoft. Microsoft was a dope landing. We were minus 176 on that Airbus, that A300 we flew earlier. All right, we've caught back up with VNAV's profile. I wonder if I can put VNAV on now. All right, now it says VPath. So let's see if it keeps us on path. I think we clicked VNAV too early last time. All right, we can turn, we'll leave Mach trim on for now. Until we get below 30,000 feet. Yeah, it's still going down at minus 2,500. Now it's at minus 23. Yeah, it looks like it's doing okay now. Now it should be at 270. Let's put our speed up a little bit. What's that button saying there? Oh, below glide slope. Alright, we're just going to use VS mode. Do we have our ground speed? I don't think we do. Alright, landing. Oh shit, I forgot we could do that. Damn, I forgot about this. Shit, that's right, Microsoft doesn't have any of this kind of stuff. I love being able to do this kind of stuff. Where you just click on the screen. Alright, we need to slow this down just a little bit. Go back to 2,500 feet per minute. Oh, you know, we didn't program in our approach. We have 111.5. All right, 111.5. Program this one too. And we should be, what's it, 259 for our course. We'll have to change that here in a moment. What did it say again? 259. Actually, I could probably just do it now. Let me go into heading mode. Let me switch over to nav, and we need to be at 259, so come over here and change this. 259, and if you don't see what I'm doing, I'll show you here in a second. Let me just put this back on the regular flight management, and nav. Get down to 14,000 feet. So what I did was I put us in heading mode. I changed our nav so it said VOR or localizer, whatever it said. And then down here where it has DTK 268, it actually had the course. So I went back here and used this course knob right here and changed it so it's the correct course now. All right, we made it to the correct altitude. Need to be below 24,000 feet. Did it. ED, we need to be at 14,000. What is the current pressures? Current pressures is 29. Oh, wow, 2992. So standard pressure in our landing. They really do a good job building these worlds in X-Plane. They really do. I just wish that some of the airplanes were better. The flying mechanics of the airplanes, from what I understand, are better on X-Plane, but I'm just very appreciative that it always works properly. But that deserves a little bit of a clap there. Microsoft, you never know if it's going to work properly. Here, this shit like always works. All right, you can see our in magenta here. It says flight level 14,000 because that's next on our flight plan here. 14,000 above, below 16,000. If we were doing a turnaround on this, like if we were going to turn around and do another flight, in real life, you would probably wind up starting the APU pretty soon. Or at least as you got closer to the ground. Because that way when you turn off the aircraft, you can still have the APU on. I'm guessing that's what they would do, unless they connect the ground power. I guess it depends on how quick the turnaround would be. Can I move the ring while I'm in here? Oh, I love it. Oh, it's just awesome. All right, fuel is looking okay. Electric's looking good. Okay. Put the terrain on, so I'm not too worried about traffic, being that one, it's a simulator, and two, we're not really worried about any traffic. Oh, we're going kind of slow. Oh no, we're not. We're doing okay. All right, we need to put on regular pressure, so let's get rid of standard pressure here. We have 2992. That's the current pressure, according 43 minutes ago. I wonder what the ATIS actually is. So, you know, we can pull ATIS up, actually. Oh, I thought we could pull ATIS up here. Maybe not. Let's just see what ATIS is saying here on Navigraph. Look at airport. Comms. General. Information Bravo. Arriving runways 26 left, 19 right. Okay. Alright, we are at 14,000 feet. Give it some juice on the engine so we don't fall out of the sky. We can turn Mach trim off. Speed is doing okay. God, the ground looks so good, doesn't it? Where's our radio altimeter at? We look like we're really close to the ground. Alright, Rockstar, 16,000. Alright, we'll wait till we get the Rockstar and then we'll descend to 10,000. I guess we could start descending now. We'll go down like minus 500 or something like that. We'll go down minus 1,000 feet per minute. Try to keep us around 250, I guess. 250 on the speed. Let's put our landing lights on. We never took the seatbelt signs off, so that's okay. Get our heading to match where we're going. Yeah, the turns have been much better since we put that bank limiter on. Alright, Huxley is coming up. Let's go down a little bit faster. Go down 1,500 feet per minute. I don't know why it says flaps 5 right here. You really put flaps out at like, you know what I mean? Put flaps out at 250? No, we don't do that. It's gay. Nobody does that. It's gay! I wish this was Microsoft Simulator right now so we could see the Hudson Dam. Isn't that what it's called, the Hudson Dam? Where Transformers took place, the first Transformers? When they had NBE-1, we call them NBE-1. Yeah, well, I call him Megatron. I like the John Tortilla. What was the dude's name? John Toretta? John Tortilla? John Tortilla Chips? What was his name? Alright, we are almost at 10,000 feet. When we go on final, we'll put our thrust, we'll engage our thrust reversers and arm them. But you can't really arm the speed brake. All right, let's go down to 9,000 feet. go down to 8,000 feet. Another thing a lot of pilots do when they're coming in for landing, sometimes air traffic control, if you stop descending, sometimes they'll have you like go around or call off the landing, you know, or put somebody in front of you. But if you just descend just even a little bit, even if it's 500 feet per minute or 300 feet, as long as you're still descending a little bit, that's a good thing. Right now, let's just put this at like 800 feet per minute. And we're getting ready to start pulling into our approach. Max 210 knots. All right, let's get that set up. Slow down a little bit more. All right, let's go into nav mode. Go into heading mode. And let's arm approach. All right, speed's good. Let's get this set for 6,500 just in case. All right, we're on the localizer. Yeah, let's just keep on descending a little bit at a time. What are we doing? 800 now? Let's move this to 500. Let's go flash 1. There's our runway right there in front of us. Put our landing gear. Landing gear down. Glide slope has been captured. What's our V speeds again? 122 roughly. Flaps 2. Let's turn bank limiter off. And we have this icon up here. It's like just like in like the military planes when you're landing on an aircraft carrier. Right now our speed is too fast, I believe. When it becomes green, that means our speed is just right. There we go. Green speed means we're okay, and then if it becomes red, it means we're too slow, really. But I'm not too worried about that. We got a big enough runway to land on. Arm our thrust reversers. A little slow. Flaps full. Might be a little early for flaps full, but that's okay. I don't really have... Oh, I was going to say I don't really have mileage, but I can see it now. It says 3.8 miles away. I didn't notice that until... Oh, 13 miles away. Are we really 13 miles away still? I guess so. It looks like we're a lot closer than that, doesn't it? That's right, we're doing okay. No houses out in this part of Vegas. It's just barren desert. That's the big difference between this and Microsoft. It's just what's on the ground. I'm kind of okay with it. Not having like what you would really see on the ground. As long as it works right. I don't really care what the ground looks like, to be honest. I don't fly the simulator to look at the ground. I want it to operate properly and, have enough buttons to push where it stays interesting. I like study level airplanes. A little fast, now we're okay. Yeah, we're 10 miles away here. I mean, I think realistically here would be where you go probably flat 15. Maybe put your gear down 5 or 6 miles out. I love having the speed gauge here. That's such a, you don't even have to look at it. You can just catch it out of the corner of your eye and you see the right color. All right, once we get a little closer to the ground, we're gonna take over control. I gotta work tomorrow. I should have taken tomorrow off. Anytime I have my daughter for the weekend, not every time, but sometimes I take that Tuesday off. I haven't done it in a couple of months, but just I need a certain amount of time to myself to really like be good for work, and I just don't have that when she's here. I love having her here. I'm not complaining about that, but I usually need like a day to myself just to kind of just do nothing, but then I look at it like, man, my job's really not that hard. I just sit here and talk on the phone. Like, I'll be sitting here tomorrow just, talking on the phone, watching movies. Selling insurance and watching movies. Even though I can't really listen with the volume up too much, I have to kind of keep the volume down. I don't want to get in trouble at work. I don't want to be like, hey, man, we heard you listening to such and such movie the other day. You can't be doing that. Oh, look, there's the Luxor. Oh, that's cool. Got the light show. All right, let's go ahead and I guess we'll take ourselves off of autopilot. All right, my control. I really want to play with the trim right now. Like I really want to mess with the trim to try to help us angle this nose down a little bit more. But I know as soon as I touch it, we're going to go either straight down or straight up.
Light slope.
We're a little low. Not much. All right, baby, let's do it. This is what they say. This is what separates the men from the boys. Glide slope, buddy. You always sing that song to me. Aren't you tired of singing that song to me? Pull up. Glide slope. Pull up.
300. Flight slow.
I like that we're a green speed. That is good news.
200. Flight slow. 100. Flight slow. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Ooh, boy. You don't see that too often on X-Plane. Buttery, I told y'all in the beginning of this episode we gonna get a soft and buttery touchdown. Didn't I say it? Let's rewind that back, man. That's cool. Yes, sir. All right, let's go to replay mode. And then can we go to tower? What? You gotta be fucking kidding me. This is the tower view? Really, Xbox? I mean Xbox. Really, X-Plane? There's got to be a that really can't be tower view. That really can't be correct. Yeah, this is more like it. Can't see shit. Yeah, maybe we'll be able to see the plane after all. Okay. That was pretty. All right, do we have another? Yeah, let's rewind it here. Oh yeah. All right, let's just check it out from this side too real quick, and then we'll call it a day. I like the wing flex.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's nice for a standard plane to have wing flex like that. You don't see that too often on just the base pitch planes. Definitely much easier to land when they have the countdown. 20, 10. Well, very good. Well, I'm glad we did those 2 flights. That makes me happy. I'm glad we were able to do something this weekend because it was very difficult to fly this, earlier. But hey, man, it's all done now. It's in the books. It's history. Go do something else. I'm gonna go finish eating dinner, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess I get ready for work tomorrow. It's 12 hours from now. I'll be on the phone. Hi, you're looking for auto insurance? Home insurance? I might be back tomorrow night. If I do, it'll be with the Xbox controller like normal. We might fly something tomorrow night. I doubt it. Probably Wednesday night. But that's it, my friends. Hit like, subscribe, become a member, join the Aviation Nation, come hang out. The more people that come and hang out and chat, the more fun it is, actually. So, yeah, man, that's about it. I will see you on the next episode of the Airplane Show. See you.